Thich Nhat Hanh also talked about impermanence. Oh, I hope I brought the piece that I printed out. Thich Nhat Hanh, if you don't know who he is, was a Vietnamese monk who came to the United States in 1963 to let Americans know about what was going on in Vietnam. I met him in around 1970. He came to UCLA when I was doing Buddhist studies there. And actually, Martin Luther King nominated him for the Nobel Peace Prize. He won the Nobel Peace Prize. And it was Martin Luther King who had nominated him because he saw that this man had a great understanding of what real peace was. But Thich Nhat Hanh watched his teacher immolate himself on the streets of Saigon during the Vietnam War. And it must have had a very profound impact on him and his understanding of peace and equanimity. Regarding impermanence, this is what Thich Nhat Hanh says. He says, "Nothing remains the same for 2 consecutive moments. Heraclitus said we can never bathe twice in the same river. Confucius, looking at a stream, said, it is always flowing, day and night. The Buddha implored us to not just talk about impermanence, but to use it as an instrument or a tool to help us penetrate deeply into reality and to obtain liberating insights. We may be tempted to say that because things are impermanent, there is suffering, but the Buddha encouraged us to look again. Without impermanence, life is not possible. How can we transform ourselves if things are not impermanent? How can our daughter or our son grow up into a beautiful young person? How can the situation in the world improve? We need impermanence. If you suffer, it is not because things are impermanent. It is because you believe things are permanent. When a flower dies, you don't suffer much because you understand that flowers are impermanent. But you cannot accept the impermanence of your beloved one, and you suffer deeply when he or she passes away. If you look into impermanence, you will do your best to make him or her happy right now. Aware of impermanence, you become positive, loving, and wise. Impermanence is good news. Without impermanence, nothing would be possible. With impermanence, every door is open for change. Impermanence is an instrument for our liberation.